Welcome to Sunday's reading from the Science of Mind magazine daily guides. I found a quote that I like, may or may not fit in with the reading, but I like it. The greatest gift you can ever give your children is to be an example of happiness. How about that? Yeah, that's pretty cool. And here is Reverend Dr. John Waterhouse's offering for today. God is personal. First quote is from Plotinus, the Enneads again, and this looks like it's from chapter I, Roman numeral I, 6.9. Withdraw into yourself and look. And if you do not yet see yourself as beautiful, then act as does the creator of a statue. Never cease chiseling away until the divine splendor of virtue shines out on you. Pretty good. And Ernest Holmes quite simply says, we believe that God is personal to all who feel this indwelling presence. And that was, once again, of course, from what we believe. And this is Reverend John. The same creative intelligence that shapes the cosmos is present within us. Not in our bodies, but at the center of our being. This means that self-awareness becomes a path to divine knowledge. The same creative intelligence that shapes the cosmos is present within us. This is our path to experiencing profound intuition and spiritual realization. There are not simply personal experiences, but rather internal portals to the infinite mind of God. So he's saying that's what these are. This can be so profound to some that they completely reject the notion of being divine presence. No, not me, they may proclaim. It is a lot to accept. But once accepted the truth of this, then guess what happens? My intuitive sensitivities open up wide, he says, talking about himself. Often when I counsel someone, I stop listening to the story being told and just simply empty my mind. Inevitably, when I stop thinking, a new perception, often in the form of a question, arises in my consciousness, seemingly from nowhere. And it immediately changes the trajectory of the conversation toward a healing outcome. Sometimes when we attempt to be logical and sensible, we get in our own way. We can all hold the divine as our source. And what may well come through us is something greater than our life experiences could have provided. So Ernest Holmes was a mystic, as you can probably tell from quotations we've had from him over the years. But he firmly believed that, as it says in the Christian scriptures, aka the New Testament, the kingdom of God is within you. And there's lots and lots of mystics and others have pointed out through the ages, you need to look inside yourself for the answers. And also, as Plotinus said, at the level of spirit, we're all beautiful. We may all look differently on the outside, but at the level of spirit, we're all beautiful. And our job is to come to that realization and accept it, because it's the truth. And this morning, Reverend Lacey, my colleague, was talking about what perfect means. And it doesn't mean everything is exactly, totally, in every single way, what we define as perfect. No, perfect in the spiritual sense means everything is complete as it is right now. It may not be the ultimate, and oftentimes it isn't. It's not the destination, but everything is as it is. Maybe that's the best way to explain it. Perfect in the spiritual sense simply means this: everything is as it is right now, and in that sense it's perfect. Doesn't mean to say that that's how we want things to be on an ongoing basis, but what it does mean is that everything is as it is, and you cannot change what is in this instant. You can change it in the future, but in this instant you can. So therefore, in that sense, it's perfect because it just is. So anyway, that's our explanation of that. I always know what I need to know to reveal the divine essence of my being, and I'm not 100% sure that that is what I put in the description, but the affirmation he gave us was, I always know what I need to know to reveal the divine essence of my being. My friends, that's my offering for today. I did joke this morning about the fact that I'm really on time. Well, today I made a really serious effort to get here as close to 5 o'clock Central Time as I could. So, Reverend Lisa, if you ever listen to this, then please take note. I really did get pretty close to 5 o'clock. And my knowingness for everyone here is that you are able to experience the wonder of the being that is you. And I release this word into a divine mind that always says yes, and so it is. So until tomorrow, and until, for me, around about 5, for Reverend Lisa, 9:15, namaste.